Was your Tyler's back with my edition of Wrestling Dumpsterfires video. This is a continuation of what was the last edition of the Dumpsterfires, the end of WCW in 2001. So, no dilly-dallying. We're going to talk about this. Um, so tomorrow I'll do my Raw review, which will be a live review of Raw. It's second night of the draft. Um, and we'll go on from there. And then Tuesday, I'll do my first of the 2 Day of Reckoning games. Wednesday will be Showdown episode 24. Probably you will. I don't know if you will see the new backstage area from Extreme Says I Got. You know, the vintage backstage area, but who knows? It may come there, but regardless, if it's not there, you'll see it by the next one. But anyways, let's get on to it. So we kick off where we last left off. You know, Vince buying WCW, and then Shane comes out of nowhere and says, "And the name on that contract does say McMahon. However, the contract reads Shane McMahon. I now own WCW." You know, you know. Um, Now you were thinking, ooh, could most of the WCW guys come? Can they come? Well, first off, those big WCW names like Goldberg, Ric Flair, the NWO, Scott Steiner, those guys, they're still under Turner contract, which means they're not going to run it out now. Um, the only two big names that were in WCW were Booker T and Diamond Dallas Page, which, oh Jesus. Which this whole invasion storyline did not start until the summer. And people say they should have waited until a year, but how long would that be, you know? So Shane keeps appearing after WrestleMania. He did beat Vince in the street fight at WrestleMania. Then he had a random feud with Big Show, which it kind of is a continuation of the feud the prior year, but I mean, it was a good match still. And then Shane had the feud with Kurt Angle, and then they have that stupid WCW logo, you know, that shitty Invasion logo. Then there's the storyline where someone is stalking Undertaker's then wife Sarah, which ended up being Diamond Dallas Page for what reason? And DP looked like a fucking chump against the Undertaker. As King of the Ring also. But that same King of the Ring, Kurt Angle beats Shane. And Booker T made his debut at the end of the main event with Stone Cold against Jericho and Benoit, which it was originally supposed to. Then again, if you saw Brian Zane's review of King of the Ring, and I mentioned that, it was supposed to be Triple H versus Benoit and Austin versus Jericho, but Triple H went down with injury. Also, which by the way, that Booker T Stone Cold thing is coming tonight. I can't wait to see the supermarket fight there. Which this was a rivalry, but it was not much of a rivalry. But then again, moving on to July 2nd, 2001. The infamous Booker T Buff Bagwell match, where it was in Tacoma, Washington. Fun fact about that city, that did host the 1999 Spring Stampede. But yeah, that match, Buff Bagwell got fired after that, and then Stone Cold Steve Austin and Kurt Angle got involved in it, and the fans were cheering them despite being heels. Yes, this was still in the era of heel Steve Austin. That was so botchy bad. July 9th, the next Monday, They had to resurrect ECW. They had to bring in Rob Van Dam and Tommy Dreamer to it. And most of the WWF guys like Rhino, the Dudleys, Taz, Raven, just incredible, you know. And the two WCW guys, Mike Austin and Lance Storm, they all joined forces to bring in ECW. And Paul Heyman says, "This invasion has been taken to the extreme." And that night, same night, the WCW guys and ECW guys were joined forces, and this led to the alliance. Also, the referees were starting fighting with each other. The WCW and WWF referees, mostly Earl Hebner and Nick Patrick, which they had a very funny match out of the Invasion pay-per-view. And then Vince I want the old Stone Cold back. And then at Go Home Raw, that was one of the best Go Home Raws where Stone Cold comes out and whoops some ass, only for Austin to turn heel and join the Invasion, the Alliance, at Invasion. This brings us the what chant. And then The Rock came back. He made Booker T look like a chump also. Rock wins the WCW Championship at SummerSlam. And now, if you're Austin, Rock, Kurt Angle, Undertaker, Kane, and Jericho, and Rob Van Dam also, Booker T and Diamond Dallas Page they went downhill afterwards. The Angle-Austin feud was like the best part of the storyline. I mean, Angle won at SummerSlam by disqualification, and then Unforgiven, which was right here in Pittsburgh, but that was right after the 9/11 situation, because originally Stone Cold was supposed to win and retain the title, but they changed their mind and have Angle win. That title win was, what am I trying to say? That title win was justified a few days later on Raw, when William Regal joined the Alliance. Why? But this all led to, let's get to the finale of this. No Mercy had the great Jericho Rock WCW title match. Jericho won the big one. Stone Cold, Robin, and Kurt Angle had a great match, all triple threat match, but that's secondary to this. Vince says there's going to be a Survivor Series match, winner take all, basically. And Vince was supposed to be in that match, but he let the Big Show take his spot. And the final four were Rock, Jericho, Angle, and Austin. Oh yeah, Angle joined the Alliance also for what reason, but he was the mole and cost the Alliance their jobs. In kayfabe also. And that's how the story ended. It could have been better, but it didn't. Survivor Series 01 was a great show also, but that whole Survivor Series finale was, it was time to just end the storyline whatsoever. I mean, I didn't mention much about the mid-card stuff, because the mid-card stuff didn't matter in the whole thing. I mean, yes, Christian joined the Alliance. Why? And mostly, yes, Taz did join the Alliance also, but he was treated like the black sheep of Team WWF. Oh, by the way. Regardless. So yeah, tomorrow I'll do my Raw review live, which is the draft night. Because I did that with SmackDown. And we'll talk about this one. Now, the draft did not go into full effect until after Backlash, so there's that. But I want to talk about something else, by the way. The Jack Perry shit. I know I don't want to talk about AEW, but I have to talk about it. Even though it's making me sick to say it, but all I gotta say is CM Punk was in an interview with that MMA Hour, and what did AEW responded? Showing footage of the brawl at last summer in All In, which you could tell that was the last. You can tell why I quit doing AEW videos, because of shit like this. And then they do the recreation of the outsider attacking Bischoff. I was like, this is fucking stupid. Whatever. Fuck Tony Khan for that. And he talked about WWE being the wine thing of whatever he said. Like, fuck you, okay? Regardless, that's just a mini rant I had to say about it. So anyways, like this video, comment below, subscribe to this show right here, and click the notification bell so you'll see tomorrow's Raw review live, which is the second night of the draft. Thursday, you'll also subscribe to my secondary channel, Tyler's Retro Reviews. Subscribe and click the notification bell on that one, so you'll see Destination X 2005, where coincidentally the main event is Jeff Jarrett and Diamond Dallas Page, again, like I did with Spring Stampede 2000, but you won't see that until Thursday, okay? Bye-bye.